Hi, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Tonight, I'm here, Elma, and I am with Marek, founder of ContextMinds. Now, Marek and I have talked about ContextMinds, I think 2 weeks ago, and we discussed what kind of use case is actually relevant for our audience tonight. And we believe that creating a new website is something that it can be quite complicated, and sometimes you don't know how to start, or maybe you know how to start but it just gets complicated along the way and you easily lose your direction in the project. So this is actually where context minds can help us to make sure that when we organize our ideas and we go as planned, because when it comes to resources, allotting resources, we have to make sure that there are no reworks, because reworks means time wasted, means it's eating on our profits as digital marketers, right? So tonight we have Marek here. So good evening, Marek. Can you please introduce yourself and Context Minds?
Hi, thank you, Alma. Good evening, everyone, or good morning, or etc. I started working on Context Minds during my PhD studies. I studied some database technologies and had the idea that they could be put into good use. Actually, originally we started as an educational tool for concept mapping and mind mapping for students in schools. And gradually we found out that the domain of digital marketing, content marketing, people in there need such tools also and can benefit from them even more. So that's where we pivoted, and about a year ago, and since then we have been focusing on this use case of generating content ideas, organizing ideas, and researching them. What else? We have been on AppSumo for quite a long time, for several months or half a year almost. Have gathered a lot of feedback and have been trying to implement the changes into the app since then. And events like this one are another great opportunity for us to get more feedback. So I'm looking forward to your questions and suggestions, like what we could change or do better or more.
Yeah, no worries. But actually, okay, so tonight we're going to talk mainly about how to kickstart website creation. But what are the other use cases that we can? I mean, what are the use cases for context minds that we haven't even thought of? Like, okay, I was talking to you about concept mapping for, say, a marketing strategy to scale up a business. And that's really one of the use cases of Context Mind. So it's not just a tool for creating websites or for mapping whatever idea. It's actually for mapping any kind of ideas, even academic papers. If you are having your PhD, and you need to write an academic or scientific paper, context minds can look up those academic papers that you can use for your citation. So this is very interesting in that really in that respect. Like, I haven't found anything like this that can pull out academic papers. I mean, I know some software that can summarize academic papers, but not give me the right academic papers that is related to the idea I'm working on. So let's go. Can you please show us context lines? And then I'll show your monitor, yeah? Give me a moment. Share screen. Here we go.
Thank you. So here you see my personal account in ContextMinds. So yeah, from the first look, you would say it's just another mind mapping tool where you create schemas like this, or lists, or just diagrams with some bubbles there. But the main power of ContextMinds is that as you create something, it suggests you related topics, related keywords, and also lets you research the topics. So, for example, get the scientific papers, or just get the web results. So before I delve into this website planning example that I have here, let me just give you a quick tour of the features of how it looks like when you create something in ContextMinds. So I'll start a new map. Let's say, just for a quick example, I was thinking about writing something on my blog post about meditation. Click create, and what I get is blank canvas where I can gather my ideas. At the bottom here appears what we can call a virtual brainstorming partner. It shows me related concepts. We call it related concepts, but they're actually related topics, related questions, keywords, and headings extracted from existing web articles on that topic. And it also suggests you personal concepts. That's things that you created previously and are related to what you are creating now. So in a way, it serves as your personal knowledge base, because it searches every previous content that you created in ContextMinds. So these are the suggestions. I can drag anything I like onto the map, and then suggestions updates, and I can also research the topic. So when I click it, I can look here where I get related articles on the topic. I also get related scientific literature, posts from Reddit, and it also tries to generate a small paragraph on the topic. It can look like this, and again, it can be useful as another source of inspiration. So the general idea is that I gather everything I have in my mind. Like, I don't know, I want to think about meditation and productivity, like how could meditation improve productivity, and the suggestions updates accordingly. And when I see something that is relevant, I can select it, put it here, and once I gather enough starting ideas, I can organize them either like this, or I can interconnect them like this, and I can also give meanings to the connections, like meditation could improve activity, to more represent what's the nature of the connection between the two topics or two ideas. I can also just drag this link if I want to create a quick connection. So that's the basics, how it works. Once I create something like this, I can share it. I can send a link to anyone, and they will see the same view as I have. They don't even have to log in. Or I can export to PNG or PDF, or I could even embed an iframe with the map on a website. Okay, so now let's jump into how it can look when I am working on an actual example. So,
So are you heading now for the use case?
sorry?
Are you heading now to the use case?
Yes, I would jump into the use case.
Okay, but before we do that, can you show us first, like, ContextMinds actually has team feature and they have workspaces. So how can we organize our data before we jump onto the use case? Because it's one of the
Okay,
features,
thank
but
you.
I find
Thank you.
interesting.
I didn't want to get you bored, but yes, there are some like collaborative features.
Yes.
So we call this workspaces. So you can create workspaces which serve as like a shared storage space for the maps that we create. Let me show you our internal. This one. And in the workspace, you can have shared folders and define like who can access these folders, who can read them, who can add stuff there, or who can remove. Yeah, that's because ContextMinds does not have a collaborative editing yet, so multiple people cannot edit the same map, but they can create copies, and there's always one person, one user responsible for the map, which can be actually good sometimes because you don't get some unwanted changes in the documents. So these are the workspaces. I don't know if I should say more about it. It's actually quite simple. It's basically shared folders like on Google Drive or any other storage like this.
Right. So I just want to let everyone know that, hey, this is possible, that we can organize our concept maps in ContextMinds, and we can set permissions to our team members as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You can maybe, okay, speaking about this, you can also add internal users. So if you have, so you can have a sort of an organizational account where you add additional users who then get the same features as you do. So that maybe that's useful to know with the option to buy the LTD, the lifetime deal. If you buy the maximum lifetime deal, you can add unlimited internal users. So however big your organization is, you can add everyone there, and they will all have access in ContextMinds. Okay, so should we jump into the use case example?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, so for this, so to have something familiar, I tried taking the non-techie website as an example.
We are making money! Oh my goodness!
So
website!
that's a surprise.
Yeah, Fernando. Where's Fernando? Fernando is supposed to be the one doing it.
So that's just I'm not like suggesting any how it should be done or anything. Just take it as
share that map to us at the end of this live stream, okay? I need access to that map, so I don't have to start from scratch. Cool.
I'll definitely share it. But again, like the goal is not to create anything like ready to use, just to showcase the possible process. So also let's take it as a website similar to non-techie, so how it could look like.
Okay,
so
that's awesome.
So I will every time show like how I would proceed, and then I have here some prepared examples, like how the work will look in each step. So I will use those so that you won't have to watch me create this large map here altogether from scratch. So how I could start, let's say, so we are, what's the on not techie website, website structure. And so I could start by adding the initial structure. So we definitely have home page here, or just home. We would have some about page and things like that. Then you have the services, and then there's the news section with some news from business and so on. And you might notice that I'm using this add text box feature, which is because I'm not, these are not the actual topics that the website is about. These are just the sections on the website. So later I will be using this add concept button to think about the actual topics. So I'm not getting suggestions yet, because I don't want suggestions for this yet. This is like the basic structure that we are starting from. Okay, so we have the news, and there is kind of a blog there, and then there would be some contact page, I say. Okay. And to give it some structure, so I would put there this, and I could link it like this, and then we have some subsections in the services. So there would be something like what we have there, some SEO services or content strategies. So, and I think helping with social media. So I would start adding it under the section of services, like this. So so we have, I don't know, social media optimization. Let's say these are the services that the page offers. And there are some, I think, product launches and things like that. So I would add it like this, and again, to not get you bored, let's jump to how it would look like at the end. So here I would have some starting point of the structure. So we have a homepage that shows some latest news from these categories. We have the exclusive to non-tech techie, which is, I would say, basically the blog on the page. We have the services sections that offers these services, and I also left here floating around these parts, just to not forget that there is also the Facebook page, and there's also the Twitter page, and there could be some other things. This is something that I really like about ContextMinds, that you can have things partially structured, like here, and then leave there some things like floating around, like for later, just to be there as a reminder that we should keep in mind that these things should be somehow connected. We should somehow work with it. Okay, so from here, where the ContextMinds can help you the most is thinking about what should be the structure of the blog and the news part. Like what should be on the blog, what should we write about there, and so on. So now I could proceed. I could start from the services, because we obviously want to attract visitors interested in these services. So that's what the blog should focus on. And I can start from thinking about the general topics that should be included. So I can here turn on just the topics, general topic section, and when I now select something here, it gives me related topic suggestions for that particular topic or subtopic. So I get things related to social media, like the obvious, like Twitter, Facebook, and I get things like social media marketing, which is something that I might want to include in the blog. And I can continue this brainstorming section of the creation. Okay, maybe let me show you something else, because I also used ContextMinds to prepare like the steps of website creation in ContextMinds. So I gathered some articles on how to structure websites and so on. What are the important things? And here I outlined some steps to follow. So we went through defining the main sections of the website, and I'm not trying to identify topics driving possible inbound traffic. And we can see that's something that we that ContextMinds can help with. So back to that. Here we go. So I could continue gathering the general topics that I might want to include there. Okay, so things like content creation might be relevant. Also, affiliate marketing, digital marketing. That's the general topic. And I could continue basically like this, gathering everything that's possibly relevant without structuring it yet. After gathering the general topics, I could go delve more into some specific things that we could focus on, and for that I can turn on more suggestions, and I can look into, for example, the questions that people are interested in. So with respect to content creation, I can click this one to get more suggestions, and again look if there is something interesting, like people are interested in the pricing, what it takes to do content creation, and so on. So I could again gather it here, and continue like this. Let's jump into another view of how it could look like after I brainstormed some potential subtopics. So here, so you can see everything is just freely put all around here. Just some ideas what we can cover. Now, to make sense of this, I can again leverage on the concept mapping technique, because we want to create some meaningful structure here. We want to create some general articles explaining what is content marketing, what social media optimization, and so on, to create these sort of pillar pages that will link into some more detailed articles that will be actually focusing more on our niche of growth hackers and techies. So how I could do that? So I could start with some general topic of digital marketing, and say that content marketing is basically a part, or it can consist of content marketing. It can consist of social media marketing. So similarly, you can see that it is suggesting me the link types that I used previously. So, okay. Then I could say that content marketing might need some content management, definitely. And say that some of the tools used for content marketing is keyword research. So I could say it uses keyword research. So this gives me not only the understanding of the domain, but it also gives me suggestions of how to structure like the general articles linking to more detailed ones, and so on. So let's jump again into how it would look like if I spent more time structuring things. And okay, let's jump directly to this one. So here I try to create the structure of the general topics, and also started suggesting some more specific subtopics that that it could focus on, like here, tools for content creation. So we could speak about, obviously, the AI stuff and so on, some questions in content creation and so on. Again, this is not. I could still go on like this, but this is already something that gave us some kickstarting point for more thinking and planning. So here we also figured out the news sections, that it will have these subsections, and that it should definitely link to the blog topics, and it should focus on the topics that are mentioned there. But I have here again some group of floating ideas of things that should definitely be included in the news, or used as a source for the news section. And I have here another floating part to just remind me what's the goal of the website, that we want to build some mailing list. We want to try to convince visitors to join the mailing list. And maybe apart from the blog, maybe we can work on some ebooks or webinars that will also lead or work basically as a lead generation tools. And here are also some more subtopics that we might possibly also include. Now the map is getting quite big, so for the next step, I should create some what we call sub-maps covering some parts in more depth. So, for example, speaking about the product launch section, for that I created this thing. This is what it could look like. Okay, so maybe show me how this came up. So basically, what I wanted to do is create some outline on what we can cover around product launch. So yeah, I would start like this. And I would look into mainly the keywords and questions. And I would find out that obviously people are interested in product launch plan, how to launch product. And so I would go like this, looking for more specific subtopics. And again, I can click on some of these like main topics and gather some interesting sub questions around it, like this. So that's how okay, let's leave this one. So that's how I came up with this like initial set of ideas around product launch. So we have some central ideas, product launch in general. You have product launch plan, and we have product launch formula, and that's what the people are interested in. And here we have some specific questions. Questions related to that. Okay, so this would be the result of the like initial gathering of ideas, and then I would organize it again using the. Okay, first I would just group it together. So things related to product launch. Here things related to planning, and things related to formula. So this is basically something like keyword grouping or clustering. And then I would structure it. And here you can see I used a combination of concept mapping and listing things, and found out that we have different subtopics like what makes a successful launch, how to measure it, what are the costs, what to do pre-launch, and so on. So that's close to finished structure. And what I could do next is come up with an actual ideas of what to write about, what the actual content could be about. So this is what I have here. So again, this is the structure, the brainstormed ideas, structured, grouped, and here I am trying to come up with possible article ideas. Now for this, I used the related headings suggestions. So this way, every time I click on something here, or like here, I get some headings from existing articles. on that topic. So I can get inspired on what are the existing articles on the web that I can use for inspiration. So that's how I selected something for each of these subtopics. Then what I have here is we of course want to make it original. We don't want to just copy some existing content and have it on our website. So let's say our angle is or our niche is making all this easier with SaaS tools, with the right tooling, obviously using things like GPT or Chat GPT. So now I'm trying to look at each of the proposed articles and trying to update it or adapt it to our niche, like to focus it more on in this case like the tools that you can use for the launch event. Again, there are already some existing articles on this, and I can look at them right here. If I click on it and now scroll through here, I can use I can look at these articles and open them if I need. But usually, just looking at the snippet, I see what's the basics of the content. Okay, so that would be it. This could represent our subsection about launching a product on our website, and I could include it into the master map of the website using the links. So copy the link, go to okay, this is our site draft. And I could say go here and add it as a note, like here, subtopic structure, and put it here. So now every time I click on this, I can see that there is another more detailed map on that topic that I could go into it. It opens in another window, and here it is. So I don't want to take up too much of the time. So this was very fast, but I hope it represents a more like real life scenario of how it could look like when I was when I would be thinking about creating a similar website as the non-techie one.
Thank you so much. You're making my job easier. Okay, but by the way, okay, so I looked at your maps and I see there are different colored, different colored boxes. What are those?
Oh yeah, thank you. That's a good point. So here, for example, here I used custom colors to mark these parts. These are like the main menu items. So I can see here the explanation. We call it tags, and you can tag each concept and then have them colored in the same color. So if I didn't like the purple one, I could make them red, for example. So that's one thing. And when I am using these suggested keywords and topics, they are tagged automatically. So for example, questions get one color, and keywords get another color, and so on. And for some, okay, these are all like some websites or portals. So they are also all in one color. In this case, they get this automatically assigned tag called work, like that's something, some result of some human work. So that's a kind of a little AI feature we have here, this automatic tagging, which happens sometimes. But the most benefit is when you use the tags yourself. So I could, for example, here say that it's I don't know, news section, and again have these three marked as new sections. Okay, you can also see that I sometimes use to-do tags, like when I have something in the map that needs to be done, then I can mark it like that. And okay, you can probably come up with all sorts of other tags here. So thanks for the question.
Right, because I find those colors interesting. So yes, I think everybody wants to know what those colors are. And okay, so let's ask some questions. And let me just check. Okay, now earlier I shared a link. Okay, so right now on top is a link for our live giveaway after the live stream. Where three of our viewers will win one LTD code of ContextMinds. So the link is up there, nttl.inc/LGA, so live giveaway, C Minds. So that's the shortcut for that. And please fill it up, and you have to be here when I call your name later on for to claim your prize. Now let's go back to the some of the questions here. So one of the questions is that, okay, so if I bought a code from Gumroad, can I tear it up with my account created with AppSumo code?
Yes, definitely. It's actually one of the reasons why we are doing this is to enable the AppSumo buyers who want to upgrade, to stack more codes, to enable them to do so. So yes, you can do it.
Right. And I believe, is it also available in, oh no, it's not available in Dealmirror. So it was on AppSumo, but now it's no longer available on AppSumo. And ContextMinds is running their own private lifetime deal sales. And the link was actually there earlier, but I changed the link to the giveaway form. So I will send again the link in our official discussion. Okay, and is there any plan to connect ChatGPT AI API in ContextMinds?
ChatGPT. That's that I hear this often, and yes, actually, I
Yes.
would like to do it. I would like to do it as soon as possible.
Right.
To There are some plans, like if you create an outline of a particular article, like let's say this was an outline for an article, we'd like to add a button here, like a generate article based on this outline, and we would use the latest GPT technology for that. And there are other options, like getting more suggestions through the GPT technology. So I hope this will come soon.
Yes, a few AI writers that I actually have already integrated Chat GPT API in their software. So I think we will see it quite soon as well in Context Minds. Now,
Mhm.
okay, so you have data sources, right? I believe there's something like acadamic. Can you please show us the data sources that we can choose from?
Yeah. So one thing is the sources of the suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so these are keywords, topics, headings, and so on. And then you have sources of uh, actual articles, and these can be articles from web. We use Microsoft Bing API for this, and scientific literature. We use Semantic Scholar for that, and we also integrate Reddit, and we actually have some GPT already using for this generated text feature.
So you have Reddit. Do you have Quora?
We don't have Quora. We would like to, but Quora don't offer API for their data, so it would be complicated to have it here.
Okay,
So
but
we
at
try
least Reddit
to
is already there, right?
yeah, we try to use the sources that are fast, that work fast, and are updated immediately, so that whenever you click on something, you get the results immediately, and you don't have to wait. So that's the reason.
And okay, so how often is the data, or are the data updated?
Yeah,
Actually,
so
here the
that
question from Isham Shuja is how often do you update data from SpyFru? But I haven't heard the mention of SpyFru.
uh, yeah, so we use for the keywords, we use SpyFu. I think they update every month, but yeah, I'm actually not sure about it, so I don't want to
So
confuse.
basically, you update as often as SpyFru updates it,
But
right?
we use their API live,
Mm-hmm.
so it depends on how often they update.
So it's not dependent on you, or it's not dependent on context
Mhm,
minds, but it depends
mhm.
on how often SpyFru updates their data. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
that's right.
Okay, and next question is okay. There's a question about the arrow from topic to subtopic. Can we change the width of the arrow so that, yeah, this will differentiate the
Uh,
level of topics?
yeah. hmm yeah. So at the moment, no. It's just one default arrow, but we have some plans for this to allow like different shapes for the bubbles, and different shapes and thickness and so on for the arrows, yes. But maybe I haven't shown this thing, but you can do indentation. So if you have a list of topics, you can have
Hmm.
subtopics this way. So you can indent, and you have like this is a main topic, subtopic, subtopic, and so on.
Okay, and the next question. For article, so you have the H2, H3, H4, they are very helpful. Is there any option to add those to the keyword level?
I'm not sure
I
if I
also don't,
understand,
yeah,
but
okay. Isham Shuja, can
here,
you please rephrase the question? Because I also don't understand it. Okay, so we go to the next question then.
okay.
Okay, in the future, will it be possible to scrape a site to build a sitemap using a competitor's site structure?
Yeah, we get this a lot. We would like to make this work. I actually discussed this, I think, this Monday with the lead developer. Uh, so we are already discussing on how to do this and how to make it work.
That's cool. Okay, so let's see. Oh, actually, we've covered most of the topics already. And yeah, we covered all the questions by now. Did I forget any questions? Let me just go through the other. Okay, so we asked Quora, ChatGPT, and I think that's about it. No more other questions. Okay, so okay, there's one important question. They are asking if there is a discount on your Gumroad shop.
Yeah, I haven't thought about it, but yeah, we could
They ask.
we could. Well, why not? Maybe we could. It's easy to set up discounts on Gumroad, so maybe
Okay, so what
you can
maybe we
share
could
some.
do is you look into it a bit later, and I can update it in our official app discussion with also a
Hmm.
link
Hmm.
on where to get the LTD, your Gumroad shop. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, sounds good.
right. So we will set it up and just watch out for it in our Sumo Deals group post. So I will pin a post on Context Minds there, and we can discuss anything you want to ask about. Just ask because Marek will be there to answer the questions as well. Okay, and okay, so can Context Minds support multiple organizations? Would it be able to handle my 48 companies?
Yeah, I would use workspaces for that. So create a workspace per each company. You can see that I already have quite a lot of workspaces. Uh, so yeah, this way it should work.
It definitely, Sean, it definitely can be done, and I'm sure that okay. So with context minds, you can stack the codes, and each stacking level gives you different kind of limits, which is normal. And can you actually show us the offer page in Gumroad? Do you have it available?
Okay, yeah, it's coming. Okay, so probably the best way is just to go for the tier 5, for the maximum level where everything is unlimited. So especially for if you have 48 companies, that will solve the problem of any limits. And otherwise, yeah, it goes like this. So you have some number of topics and article suggestions per month, and this gets basically doubled every step, like this. I don't know if you can
Right.
read it. I can make it bigger.
Okay, so important things to notice that for tier one, you have one internal user and one workspace and 6,000 topics. On tier two, you have, I think it's three internal users and three workspaces. On tier three, you
That's right.
have six internal users and seven workspaces. Tier 4, I cannot see now. Okay.
Yeah.
We have 10 internal users and 20 workspaces. In Tier 5, you have unlimited workspaces and unlimited internal users. Although I believe you have a fair usage policy, right?
Yeah, that's right. So obviously these unlimited users, it's meant for your users inside your organization, or if you work closely with your clients, you can also add them as internal users. But obviously, you should not just resell resell to someone completely, some third parties, or uh, like unrelated to your company.
Right. So,
Or
so
yeah.
there is a fair use policy, and I think that's about it. Oh, and Sean, congratulations for acquiring another company during our live stream, and now you have 49 companies. So, good job, great job, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So what we owe the audience right now is a discount code for later. So have a look later on in our group Zoom deals. If you're not part of the group, I'll also post a link to our Facebook group in YouTube. Okay. All right. And I think so. Make sure everyone, if anybody is submitting now their names in the form, I'm closing the form submission now, and I will download all the entries, and we will start the live they call it the giveaway. So just give me a moment. But actually, Marek, how did you mentioned to me earlier that you did your PhD, and that's why you came up with this. So, any other interesting story that you want to share with us about context minds? Like, yeah, something that we might find interesting.
Well, maybe as I said, we started as or the original idea was to make ContextMinds like a visual note-taking tool for students. So to help students learn, thanks to the suggestions. So it would suggest you the related topics, related terms that you should learn or you need to learn. So it would enable you to create overview of things to study and so on. And we went with this idea for quite a long time, and actually several schools started using ContextMinds for education, even some universities. So this remains like a like how to say it, something. Obviously the schools won't pay much for the product, or they want everything free. So this is
Mm-hmm.
kind of our side mission, that we would like to somehow improve education through ContextMinds. That was actually one of the original ideas on which ContextMinds started.
That's nice. Okay, so now I'm going to show my screen on the wheel with the wheel of names. Just give me a moment. It's over there
Okay.
now. So there you go. We have a total of 27 entries. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Okay, I will sort this alphabetically first and call on everyone. And if your name is not called, it means that you did not make it to fill up the form, haven't received it in online. Yeah. So first is Abir Ahmed, Alberto, Andy, Angelica, Ankit Dixit, Dinesh, Fardeen, Hafiza, H. Shuja, Jadip, Jeffrey, Joginder, Joshua, Leo, Mamta, Manasseh, Mary Thompson, Mizanur, Noor, Peter, Punam, Ricardo, Sean, Somashikar, Somya, Tusar, and this one that is not in English alphabets. I cannot read that. Okay. So let's start with our giveaway. I will now shuffle this, and tonight we will have three winners. By the way, how do they claim their prize?
I would say the best would be to send it by email. So if we have the emails, and
Okay, so I
then
would have the annual
the email will
assessments.
include a link to the site to redeem the code.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. First one. Okay, our first winner is Punam Sharma. Is
Congratulations.
Punam around? Okay, Punam, please say that you are around. Thank you so much. Well, I draw the next winner. Ah, cool. That's Leo. So the next winner is Leo. So Punam is here. Where is Leo? Leo, are you there? Okay, Leo, let's do one more shuffle. Is Leo there? Just say Leo. I'm here, Leo. If you're there, mention your name. Hey, it's Peter Backman. Okay, so Peter Backman, are you here? Let me see. I know he is in YouTube. Okay, so I saw. Okay, so Leo is here. He just sent me the DM. And where is Peter? Is Peter around? Okay, since I cannot find Peter, I will draw one more time. Actually, I couldn't find Peter. Is Peter there? Okay, let's shuffle it again. So sorry, Peter. I need to give up your prize for someone else. So let's do this. There you go. It's Mamta. Mamta, are you around? Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing any response from Mamta. Oh, okay. Okay, so I got Mamta. So okay, so our winners for tonight are Poonam, Leo, and Mamta. So thank you. I will send you a message or just send me a DM later on and we will connect you on how to claim your prize. Okay. So thanks so much again tonight for joining us. And next week we are going to talk about cold emailing and or I would say mail warming tool. And yeah, so see you again next week, and that will be again next week on Thursday. And thank you so much, Marek. Thank you so much for showing us how to use context minds for concept mapping. And it's a tool that I wish I had. Like you see how messy my website is right now. So yeah, that tool is really really useful. So thanks so much for that. Okay, so good night,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.